Hello, 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 and welcome back to Story Time with Venus. Today, we're going to go over Last Black Unicorn by Tiffany Haddish. Love this book, love this comedian, love this human. She's amazing. This book is amazing. It's a must read. I've actually lent it out before. It's divine. So here we go. Mine just happens to be autographed, as was the last one. This one says, Venus, thank you. The Last Black Unicorn, she ready. Tiffany Haddish, 2018. I met her at the Saban Theater. Woo woo. Essence, Hollywood Reporter, and there's one more, Steve Jones, and there's one more, I can't remember, but I will remember. I'll try and put it in down below. So we're going to, and thank you to all of you. Don't let me forget to say thank you. I love all of you. You guys are the best. Okay, so we're going to read Mascots and Bar Mitzvahs, High School Years. Tiffany Haddish, what? Shout out, girl. Love you. All right, here we go. Mascots and Bar Mitzvahs, High School Years. School was hard for me for lots of reasons. One was I couldn't read until like 9th grade. Also, I was a foster kid for most of high school. And when my mom went nuts, I had to live with my grandma. It all sucked. I got popular in high school. But before that, I wasn't so popular. Kids would tease me all the time in elementary school and middle school. They'd say I got flies on me and smelled like onions. The flies thing came from the moles on my face. I got one under my eye, I had one on my chin, and so on. That was kind of mean. The onions thing was because my mom used to make me eggs in the morning with onions in them, and every damn morning I had to eat eggs and onions. And it would make you stink. A whole house would stink. The whole house would stink. Yeah, it was mean to say I stunk like onions, but I did stink like onions, she says. She's so cute. Love her. Kids used to make fun of me all the time about shit related to my mom. She didn't know how to do my hair. From kindergarten on up, I had the craziest hair. I had long, pretty hair, but she didn't know how to do it, to do the valleys. But she didn't know how to do the valleys or put the cute little ribbon. I think that might be supposed to be barrettes. And she only knew how to do the Afro puffs, or just one big ponytail. And she didn't comb it all the way through, so it looked like a big cone on my head. You know, black women, we got complicated hair. If you do it right, it's beautiful. But if you don't, it looks like some crow's nest. I can relate. Though I am not a black woman, I absolutely understand the issues. See, look at that. Just got my finger caught in my hair, just barely touching it. Like Velcro. Anyways, they've got barrettes and all that. It's a big thing to have good hair as a black woman. But not me. I had naps, and it was crazy. I would love when I would see my Auntie Mary, because she would do my hair, and it would last for a few days. I'd try to sleep pretty. I would put panties on my head so I wouldn't mess it up, and I would sleep pretty. But there was one nickname that stuck a long time: Dirty Ass Unicorn. I had a wart growing on my forehead. I thought it was just an ugly mole. You can't help but to notice it was spiky and big, and I could not hide it. I would try. I would wear bangs and stuff, and nothing worked. It was growing out of my head. It was like a flower and spiky, and it would curl into itself like a horn. The kids would make so much fun of me. They would talk about me so bad. It would make me so mad. It would hurt my feelings so much. I just wanted to hurt them back, but I didn't know how to hurt them back or what to say because I actually did have this horn. I love you, Tiffany. So all I could do was hurt myself. I would take scissors and I would try to cut off my horn, and then it would bleed, and it would bleed down my face. And in school and in class, I would cut it off, and I would just sit there and wait for people to notice me. It would be bleeding down my face, and when they'd notice, they'd freak out. Tiffany's bleeding, oh my God. Kid number 1. Number 2, oh my God. Oh my God, she cut her horn off. Oh my God, teacher. They'd be trying to take care of me, getting paper towels and stuff. It made them care about me. Hurting myself made them stop hurting me and care about me. Teacher would ask, Tiffany, why do you do that? Tiffany would say, because they keep talking bad about my horn. I want to cut it off. So they'd stop talking about my horn. Can't talk about it no more. So they can't talk about it no more. That's her words. The teacher had no response to that. Then I'd be walking around for 3 or 4 days with a hole in my forehead because I'd done cut off. Then it would just grow right back. Like 5 days, it would be right back. Finally, one day, I was crying about it to my grandma, and she grabbed me and started looking at my head. God, Grandma said, child, that ain't no damn mole. That's a wart. Tiffany would say, what's a wart? Grandma, it's nasty is what it is. You got HPV. What you been touching, child? Touching on, child? Tiffany said, what's HPV? Grandma, it's nasty wart that nasty people get after they do nasty things. That was messed up by my grandma. Now that I'm older, I learned that skin warts has nothing is nothing like genital warts, and they're totally different. But my grandma's eyes, I was nasty. I was doing something nasty. The good news is that she got it burned off. She looked at me, took me to the doctor to confirm it was a wart, and then burnt that shit right off. That's how the dirty ass unicorn died, and the last black unicorn was born. High school was way better for me. I went to school called El Camino Real. It was 3% black. It was mostly white and Hispanic and Asian, and pretty much all of them were rich. I got bused from South Central LA. I woke up every morning about 5 a.m. to catch the bus at 6:15. I had to walk to the bus stop in the cold every morning. I mean, this is LA, so it's not like there was snow, but for me, 60 degrees is freezing. That was funny about high school was that all the things that got made fun of in elementary school, they were valued in high school. I was a great talker and had a unique style, poor as fuck chic. These were good qualities in rich suburban school where everyone else was the same. I stood out. But the truth is, the main reason I ended up being successful in high school was because everything I did while trying to get with this dude, Audie. I was stalking him. I would send him candygrams. Remember candygrams? I do remember candygrams. They were fun. I sent a lot of candygrams. I gave him Snickers every week till we was in the 12th grade. That dude probably has a mouth full of cavities because of me. That is funny shit. I would try to write him notes, but I was illiterate, so apparently. And so everything was wrong. It was the worst. Audie, how about we date or something? I was in 9th grade, and straight up, I could not read or write. I could only read 3-letter words and things you see on TV. It was like 1st or 2nd grade reading level. You want to hear some real crazy shit? I was in AP classes where you can get college credit in high school while not being able to read. I could not spell or read, but I know how to talk. I would game people. I would game everybody. It was easy to game school. Once you realize the rules are bullshit and you can get around them. For example, whenever I had to read something, I would get someone else to read it for me. there was this dude who was really smart and he had a deep voice, I would be like, oh my God, Curtis, could you read this to me? I love hearing your voice. I had the greatest memory. So if he read it to me, I could memorize it. I could memorize it instantly. And then if we had to read out loud in class, I would just say what he had said. The problem would be when I would read the wrong paragraph. The teacher would say, what are you talking about, Tiffany? You read the last paragraph. I want you to read the first one. Tiffany, I gotta pee. I'm sorry. I'd get up and run out of the classroom. I had a lot of those types of emergencies my 9th grade year. Multiple choice tests were easy to fake. I would make people laugh, make them want to be my friend, and then they would let me copy off them. Essay tests were harder to fake, but I found a way. Here's what I did. I would just tell the teacher I was sick or find a way to take the test later. Then I'd ask my friend, what'd you say on your essay? Tell me everything. They would tell me. I would memorize their words and I would just repeat them. My essay would be full of misspellings and grammar mistakes, but it would be pretty much have whatever somebody else's essay had. Now, it seems crazy that I could not read or write. My memory was really good, so it didn't make no sense. I just couldn't read. You know what it was? I just didn't believe I could. I thought I was stupid. Before high school, I was told I was stupid every day. My stepdad used to tell me I was stupid all the time. My mama said it every day. My grandma, sometimes, definitely other kids at school. I believed I was stupid. So I guess I didn't think I could do it. I never tried. I used to hate when people called me stupid. That would make me so angry. I would want to fight you for calling me stupid. But you know what's so funny? As an adult, when I was working in the airline, one of my coworkers called me stupid, and I said, Tiffany, call me stupid one more time. This is Tiffany speaking. We're going to have a straight up fight here, coworker. You do realize I'm trying to tell you you are funny. I think you're funny. That's why I'm saying it like that. Like, you stupid funny. Tiffany, oh shit, my bad. I won't fight you over no compliment. I started thinking, maybe all these years been trying to tell me I was funny. Here I am thinking they were saying that I was dumb because I felt dumb. But back to being illiterate and trying to date Audie. Audie ended up outing my lack of reading and writing, but not on purpose. Audie was in drama class, so I got into drama class. My thinking was that Audie was the only black dude in drama, and if I joined, I'd be the only black girl in drama, and I thought to myself that I bet we're going to be kissing. We're going to have to be husband and wife or something, and they're going to have to put us together. This school, racist. They're going to have to put us together. Nope. But no, these motherfuckers had to be all liberal and integrated and shit. Audie got to have a Hispanic wife in the play, but I'm going to have to be a single mom. What? Tiffany, why do I gotta still be statistic? That's not fair. I want to kiss Audie. Teacher said, what? And the shitty part was that Audie was cool with it. Man, I sent him so many Snickers and he never gave me any sugar. It was the drama teacher who figured out I couldn't read. It was the end of my 9th grade year. She asked me to stay after class, and by this time, she knew my hustle. She trapped me. Miss Cree. Tiffany, I want you to try this part. It's a role opposite Audie. Tiffany, yeah, girl, I'm in. Miss Cree. Great, I thought you might like it. Here, read this page. Let's see how you do. Tiffany, okay, Miss Cree, let me take the script home and work on it. I'll do it for you tomorrow. Miss Cree, I love your work ethic, but no, I'm going to need you to read that now. Tiffany, I'm not feeling well, for real. Miss Cree, you seemed very healthy 30 seconds ago. This must be a rapid virus. Tiffany. Oh yeah, it could be Ebola. I better get to the nurse before I infect you. Miss Green. Tiffany, can you read? I can read, Tiffany says. Miss Green. Then just read this paragraph before you go see the nurse. Read this and you'll have the part. She was like, no, 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 no. She caught me. But Tiffany says, you so pretty, Miss Green. Did you change your hair? She was like, no, no, no. She caught me. But she was so cool about it. She didn't tell anybody. She didn't tell anybody, and she got me out of nutrition class, and she had me come in every day to read with her. She took me out of first grade level to ninth grade level in like a month. She just sat with me and showed me it was no problem. Once I could read, man, I was like, I had a superpower. I wasn't stupid. All them words made sense. She had me getting to comprehensive competitive monologue. I had been in drama festival as part of a team, and my team won first place for Macbeth. But I was just a witch. Easy shit like double, toil and trouble. Super easy. Now she had me do the Shakespeare festival. It was a monologue, so I played all the characters. I was doing pretty well at some of the smaller competitions, but then there was this big one, and I won first place. I beat out 375 drama kids. Go girl, she ready. Hi Mookie, how are you? And Mookie's joining us for our reading time. When they called me as the winner, it was just me standing there on stage with this one white guy. We were the finalists. He had won every year previously, so everyone expected him to win again. When they called my name, I kind of freaked out. I remember just being like, what? I was just trembling all over, and then I started doing the running man on stage. You go, girl. The lady who was presenting the award got mad at me. Presenter, act like a lady, act like a lady. Tiffany said, I am. I think that's the very first time I had an orgasm. I'm pretty sure I had one on stage. Then I didn't know what it was. I just started trembling and freaking out, getting sweats and tingling. Man, I was so happy. You know what I was happy about? This would mean I was going to be able to buy my first pair of shoes on my own. You see, I had made a bet. A week before the big competition, my aunt's boyfriend was down on me. Boyfriend, you're not gonna do it. This drama shit is a white thing. You're not gonna make it. Tiffany, I've won before at smaller meets. I did good. Boyfriend, they ain't gonna pick you. This Shakespeare. This is a white thing. Tiffany, I bet you I'm gonna win. Boyfriend, child, please, I bet you $100 you ain't gonna win. When I got home, I ran in with my trophy. Auntie, you won. Tiffany, I sure did. Got my trophy and everything. Boyfriend, you didn't win. You robbed some white kid for this trophy. Best believe I got my $100 out of him, and I used that $100 to buy a pair of Doc Marten boots. Everybody had them, and most importantly, Audie said he liked girls that wore Doc Marten boots. He didn't think I could afford a pair until then. I had been wearing Payless shoes that looked kind of like the boots, but they were regular shoes. I'd wear black socks all the way up to my knees so it would look like I had it going on, but I didn't. I didn't have it going on. But I won. I beat 375 drama kids for a pair of Doc Marten boots. The next day, I missed the school bus and went all the way to the shoe warehouse and bought my Doc Marten boots. And then I caught the MTA to school. I showed up to school about 3 or 4 hours late, and I was like, bam! stomping through school in my Doc Marten boots. And then Audie still didn't like me. He still didn't want me. So I became the school mascot. By 10th grade year, I became the conquistador, the Spanish soldier mascot of El Camino Real High School. At first, he tried to join the cheerleading squad, but the cheerleaders had too many rules. Their rules were nonsense. At first, I tried to join the cheerleading squad, but the cheerleaders had too many rules. Their rules were nonsense, like you can't cuss, you gotta be on time, you have to wear mascara every day, you have to have your hair done pretty every day, all these rules, and you just can't dance when you feel like it. I was like, Tiffany, what kind of rules you got for the mascot? Teacher said, the mascot doesn't have any rules. Tiffany, if that's what I want to be, then the mascot. I love that she did that. I can't believe I never thought of it. So smart. I was on the newspaper, though. I was quite busy. Nobody had tried out for the mascot except me, so I got it. The first time I mascotted, I didn't have a uniform yet. It was just too big for me. So I had my grandma do alterations on it. I had a t-shirt and I wrote in big black letters, we have uniform in 2 weeks. Grandma doing it. People loved it. My routine was dope. I would be running up and down the field with my megaphone, telling people what to do, leading cheers. Tiffany, L Cam, what? Crowd, me no. Tiffany, L Cam, what? Crowd, me no. Tiffany, you know. Crowd, we know. I could pass out candy. I would bring people down from the stands and do dance off. I would do all kinds of fun stuff like that. I would be watching ESPN to see what the professional mascots do, and then I'd be ripping off their techniques. I was pretty awesome at this. The only reason I wanted to be on the cheerleading squad, or later a mascot, was so that I could be with the football players, because Audie also played football. But also there was some other fine guys that played football too, so I figured this would be a great way to get a boyfriend and get laid. None of that worked, but I did become the most popular girl in school. They even put a plaque on the wall with my name on it, and it's still on the wall. And best of all, my senior year, I was getting paid by the high school to mascot. I was paid $50 a game. That was unprecedented for my high school. So that happened because Audie told me he couldn't be with me because it was during my 11th grade year. Audie, I can't date no mascot. I'm not going to have no mascot girlfriend. They're going to be calling me the mascot assistant. I don't think so. To make Audie jealous, I had gotten another boyfriend on the football team. He was a grade under me, and he used to carry my bag for me. They started calling him the assistant mascot. Audie, see man, that's why I don't fuck with Tiffany. I ain't no assistant mascot. My senior year, my boyfriend broke up with me because he got tired of his friends calling him the assistant mascot. He didn't want to get clowned like that. I told the principal I had to quit. I told everybody I quit because I was looking for a boyfriend, and they thought it was a joke. But then when they saw I wasn't at the first game my senior year, they was like, "Wait, we ain't going to the next game." The attendance numbers went way down, like half the people didn't show up to the second game because the conquistador had retired. The dean called me in. Dean, what is it going to take to get you back on the field, Haddish? Tiffany, a boyfriend. Dean, I can't get you a boyfriend. What else can I do? Tiffany, a boyfriend is what I need. Dean, what about if we gave you double credits? Tiffany, I got credits. I go to summer school every year. I got credits. I need a boyfriend. Dean, Tiffany, please be reasonable. I can't get you a boyfriend. How about we compensate you with candy sales? Tiffany, no, I want a boyfriend. Dean, what else, Tiffany? What else? Tiffany, fine, give me $100 per game. Dean, no, we can't give you 100. How about 25? Tiffany, 75. Dean, I can't do 75. I can't very well compensate you $75 from candy. Tiffany, no, this ain't about candy. This is about my time for not having no boyfriend. I'm going to need to get my hair done. I have to get my nails done. I'm going to have to start being a fly chick if I want a boyfriend. And being a mascot is not going to help me get a boyfriend. So I can't do it. Dean, $50, Haddish, and that's the most I can do, and you're going to have to bring the candy receipts. Tiffany, you got it. You got it, Mr. Dean. Boom. I was getting paid $50 a game my senior year, and I had my hair and nails done too. Being paid to be a mascot was cool and all, but what was really cool was that it got me my first real paying entertainment gig. I became an energy producer at bar mitzvahs. Energy producer is what the white suburban people call the hype man. I was basically the Flavor Flav of bar mitzvahs. I used to get the party cracking, and eventually I got into emceeing and DJing. I did it for 11 years. I did over 500 bar mitzvahs. It started when I was at a school dance. I started tearing it up. There was a big circle around me because I was dancing and having fun with people and all that. Whenever I party, man, there's always a circle. There was like, go Tiffany, go Tiffany. The school dance had professional DJ. He'd come up to me afterwards. DJ, Tiff, you're amazing. Do you ever do parties? Tiffany, I love to party. DJ, I love for you to work for my company. We do executive parties and bar mitzvahs. Here's my card. Give me a call. Let's set up a meeting. I'm thinking this dude is disgusting. The problem was I didn't know what a bar mitzvah was. I had no clue. It just sounded nasty. I thought he was so nasty, but I didn't want to be rude to him. So I took his card and I took it back to my grandma. Tiffany says to her grandma, Grandma, this man asked me to dance at executive parties and bar mitzvahs. Can you believe this? Girl, you better call him. That's getting close to your people. Tiffany, what do you mean getting close to my people? Grandma said, Girl, you Jewish. Grandma. Tiffany said, No, I'm not. I'm Jehovah's Witness. Grandma, no, you're not Jehovah's Witness. You're Jewish. Jehovah's Witness is a religion. Your people is Jewish. She was talking about my father. He is actually Jewish. My father is from, Eritrea, which is right next to Ethiopia. Sorry if I mispronounced that. There are actually a lot of Jews in the Horn of Africa, and even though he was black, he was still Jewish. Tiffany, my people. Grandma, you're Jewish. Your people. You know what you need to you need to know about the other side of your family, your daddy's side. Tiffany, well, why don't I even know my daddy? Grandma, because he made some mistakes and he had to get on. He sent money though. All them dance classes I got you when you was a little girl and gymnastics classes you took when you were little, that was from your dad. He would send money and he would put you in classes. Man, no one ever told me that. That was crazy to me. That was my daddy had been sending money and stuff. Grandma, we call him that man. Tiffany, I don't want to call that man. He want me to go on a bar and show my mitzvah. What are you talking about, child? You know, showing my mitzvah. I don't know what to be. I don't want to be a stripper, Grandma. Grandma. Oh, Lord, child, please. I had thought bar mitzvah meant you got on a bar and show your mitzvah. You know, like your coochie. Because the way he was talking to me, I was creeped out. But that's what I thought he meant. She called that man and she drove me all the way to that man's office at his house. It wasn't no damn office. He was only 18 and he was just running a little DJ company off his mama's house. He set up his room and the name of his company was Enterprise Entertainment because he was into Star Trek. He had painted the whole room black and had glow-in-the-dark stars all over it. He had a futon that he called his couch and a little desk. His name was Tim, and we called him DJ Timbo. Me and my grandma were just sitting there on his futon as he explained the ins and outs of bar mitzvahs. He had started with his uncle DJing at a company called Heart to Heart when he was 12, and then he split off and started his own company. He wanted me to be his first employee at his company. He thought we could do well. Grandma, do you think little black girl is going to do okay at a bar mitzvah, baby? You think she can work at a bar mitzvah? DJ Timbo. I think so. She has the energy. She has a great smile, great personality, and I think she can do it. Grandma, you want to do it, baby? Tiffany, yeah. Grandma, how much do you pay my baby? Timbo, I'm going to give her $40 a party. Grandma, you want to make $40 a party? Tiffany, sounds good to me. Then he started booking me for parties. I'll never forget the very first party I did. I got to work it with the brother of DJ Timbo, Thomas Ian Nicholas. He was in the movie Rookie of the Year. He was working the party too. So I was like, oh my, he was dancing with me and was like, this is how you gotta do it. I was like, boy, this kid is sure trying to be helpful to me. He must think I'm hot. At the end of the party, I asked him for his number, and he told me I was a weirdo and that he didn't give it to me. I'd been too aggressive. Anyway, afterwards, Timbo wrote me a letter and mailed it to me like physical mail. It said I was horrible, and he said that I needed to not be following one kid around the whole time, especially when that's also the one working the party. I had to be more dedicated, more focused. You have to keep your eyes on the whole party, all the stuff. It was serious rundown of everything I did wrong, he wrote. And here's your $40. If you think you can do it, give me a call back. If you don't think you can handle it, don't call me. As soon as I read it, I called him. Tiffany, man, I can do all this stuff. And then some. Boy, please, when's the next party? The next party, I was pumped. Dancing with everybody, dancing with old people, dancing with young people, getting all the people to follow me, doing all the routines and stuff. I was doing stuff that I did on the football field for games at the bar mitzvahs. I was doing waves and all the kind of stuff. I killed it. And that was my weekend work for like 10 years after that. After 2 years, I ended up becoming one of the MCs, and I started making like $200 a party, $300 a party on the weekends. For a teenager, that's dope. The only downside to bar mitzvahs was that I killed a man once. I'm not even kidding. At this point, I was about 20, and I'd been doing bar mitzvahs for 4 years. I was doing good. I would do bar mitzvahs right. This one was up in the valley, and I was dancing and getting the crowd hyped, and I saw an old man over there just looking mopey. It's my job to get everyone hyped, so I danced over to him. Tiffany, come on. You want to dance with me? Old man, no, no, no. Tiffany, come on. You know you want to dance. You know you want it. You know you want to. Old man, no, I'm old. Dance with the young people. He was saying no, but I could tell he meant yes. So I grabbed his hand, and he got up with me and came to the dance floor. And then I grabbed him by his tie and went all in. Tiffany, yeah, boy, get it. Old man, woohoo! And he was into it and enjoying it, and people were cheering. And the party was getting off. I let go of his tie, and we started dancing a little two-step. And if you want to hear the rest, you're just going to have to buy her book on Amazon. That's The Last Black Unicorn with Tiffany Haddish. Bye for now. Hope you enjoyed Storytime with Venus, Episode 2.